Alright, so once you get these lined up like so, you should be able to push it on and then pull it down. And there we go. Our Wyze Video Doorbell is installed now. Alright, so you have just seen the Wyze Video Doorbell unboxing. Now we need to set this up. So this one has a little bit different of a setup process because it's not as easy as just connecting it to your phone with Bluetooth and yada yada. You've actually got some wires right there that you got to deal with from your doorbell outside. So we're going to get into the app. We're going to show you exactly how you add this device to your phone, as well as some of the process of setting up your Wyze Video Doorbell outside, literally at your doorbell. I will say every house may be different. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an electrician. I don't know a lot about this stuff, but I can tell you that Wyze has a video in the app when you go to set one of these up that should help you out as well. So I guess without further ado, let's get to the setup of the Wyze Video Doorbell. And before we get in the setup for this, if you can, click that like button for me, click subscribe to check out what else we're doing, and check out Indulge Clothing for our merch. Let's set this up. Alright, so with the exception of, well, I guess with the exception of my phone, this is everything we'll need. We can go ahead and get this little sticker off our camera here. And then there's also a little sticker on this. Let's peel that off. Now let's grab our phone and get into the setup of this. So just like normal, you'd go into your Wyze app, click your plus sign in the top left corner, and then click add device. It then asks you, what are you looking to add? Let's try cameras. Wyze doorbell, there it is. So if you've already wired it and it's flashing yellow, you're ready to go. Or you can click next down here, and here you go. It is a tutorial. You'll need a Phillips screwdriver. They even tell you that's not included. Wired installation required, and then of course once you get to this point, you click this button to say I have a screwdriver and existing wired doorbell, and click next. Now it's going to tell you to prepare for installation. Next, required items, fuse line, wire caps, Phillips screwdriver. Next, turn off power switch. You'll need to turn off power to your doorbell before beginning installation. Open the Chime box. We recommend taking a photo of the current configuration for any future installations. And here we go. What does the wiring look like in your Chime box? So we will pick this up as soon as we get this actually installed. As I mentioned, you can go through this on your own, and you would just want to follow these steps to set this up at your house. Figured I'd show you real quick because you just saw it in the video. So it asks about 2 wires or 3 wires to find your Chime box for your actual house doorbell. So mine is right up here, and as you can see, mine has 2 wires coming out of it. So now I can move on to the next question. And so yeah, once you open up your Chime box, I'll select 2 wires. It tells me disconnect both wires and connect them with the fuse wire. The fuse wire is in here. There's actually 3 little wires in here. Essentially all that's doing is you're taking those 2 out and basically running them together with this. Just so you know, this is the fuse wire that goes on the Chime. And then these 2 are the wires with the forks that actually go on the doorbell, screw into these little screws here. Big shout out to Wyze here. 3 screws and 3 screws, when really you only need 2 screws and 2 screws. So they gave you an extra screw in case you drop one. Great job, Wyze. Take out this, up this. Alright, so now you'll take this included cable and tie to this one and to this one to where they're all tied together. I'll show you in a moment. And there we go. Now this is wired exactly how the video shows it. Alright, so we are about to go outside to install this. I'm going to go ahead and pull these back a little bit and go ahead and get these wires in. Again, there's no real labeling here, so you can just kind of put them in however. And once your wire, I must not have pulled that out enough. Once your wire slides on, like so, you can re-tighten this. There we go. Okay, same with this one. So now the camera is wired and ready to go outside. Let's go outside and take off our old doorbell. And we unscrew. Alright, so once you get your screws out of your doorbell, you can just undo these 2 screws to actually get it off. Alright, now that we have this part on, we take the same 2 and run them through this, and then add our 2 tiny screws here. There's 2 tiny screws. Also a little word that says up right there that you can barely see to tell what's the top and the bottom. Alright, now we can take these little caps off our wire. We pull that cap off, it should just slide off. There we go. So once we do that on both of them, we tie one to this, one to this. Now what's weird is nothing here, yeah, nothing tells me what's positive and what's like what's supposed to be what. So that part kind of sucks. Alright, so as of now, it is wired. I'm gonna have to somehow try and tuck these up in here and get them to stay. But first, we're gonna go flip the breaker and make sure this thing lights up.
Ready to connect.
Hey, there we go. It said ready to connect. And it's flashing yellow like it said. So sadly, I'm gonna go back and flip that breaker again. Then I'm gonna touch all these metal wires to try and get this up there. So shockingly, I was kind of able to get those to slide in there pretty well. And then now I just gotta get it to catch this lip. All right, so once you get these lined up like so, you should be able to push it on and then pull it down. And there we go. Our Wyze Video Doorbell is installed now. Alright, so we are ready to connect on our Wyze Video Doorbell. We're going to go back into our Wyze app. We are ready to connect. So we can confirm that our doorbell is flashing yellow and it's ready to connect. So I'm going to hit next.
QR code is incorrect. Ready to connect.
That was interesting. I'm going to say mine said it's ready to connect. There's my wireless info. I'm going to hit next and scan the QR code below it with the video camera. So now we'll turn this.
QR code scanned. Please wait.
Bingo, there we go. I heard QR code scanned. And now it is connecting and doing its thing.
Setup completed.
Setup completed. And there we go. So we're going to name it the front doorbell. And then more junk about Cam Plus, which I don't even want. You literally have no way to get out of this, it seems. There's no X button up here, there's no nothing. So I'll have to do a 2-week trial apparently. This is to share your device. We'll do that later. Please confirm that the doorbell has a solid blue light that is not flashing. This means the doorbell is fully functional. We have that. Oh, and there's the Wyze that lights up when you come walking up. So I'm going to try that tonight and see what that looks like. Click our next button here. Attach your doorbell to the wall plate. Well, I already did that. And congratulations, you've successfully installed your Wyze Video Doorbell. Now we can add a Wyze Chime. So plug and reset. Plug your Chime into any standard power outlet. Press and hold the reset button until the blue light flashes 3 times. Let's give this a go. Get our Chime here. And looking at this, the reset button must be that Wyze button on top because I don't see another button. So let's plug this into the wall like so. I literally didn't even have to do anything. It just connected. Finish. And we have a firmware upgrade. So let's of course run that. It's a pretty nice view of the front door. Yeah, but see, it's always blue like that, so you know to do it. But when you walk up to it, that'll illuminate a certain area to show you.
I think so, yeah.
So let's see what this button does. Alright, we heard it in there. So since my camera's here and my Chime is right there, let's see how instant this is. I mean, that's literally as soon as you press the button. No lag at all. Alright, so slightly different field of view here, but Here is the front video doorbell. So your HDSD trigger is right here. I actually just triggered this to HD and now it's not connecting for me, but you can swipe through at the bottom here to see other events. So like that was us earlier, that was also me earlier, and to look at all events I'd have to go here. But now if you go into settings, you have your event recording settings right here. You can have your motion detection, which I have mine just for all day. Notifications, no, that's detection settings. Notifications, I have those turned off because I don't want to be annoyed every time. Now, if you go to extended devices, that's where you can see your Wyze Chime, and this is also where you can set your settings for that device. So your schedule, I have it for all day, which of course that's pretty helpful because I could turn this off all day, and then I can tell it to only work from like 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then if somebody comes to my house at 9, it wouldn't even ring. Which that may be helpful, but you can go in here to tunes. Here's where you can change the volume. So see, I can turn it up, I can turn it down, and then there's all kinds of tunes in here. Birds chirping and everything. Regular doorbell sounds. Doors closing, opening, simple tunes. So a total of 19 for you to choose from. That's at your discretion, of course. And then besides that, it's just your automation rules, sharing it with someone else, and device information. Are we finally? There we go. Now we got a video feed. Like I said, if you look here, you see how the HD, it's kind of hidden. So I almost didn't even see it, but you can, it was on SD when I first launched the app. I've changed it now to full HD. And then, yeah, like I said, down here, you can unmute it. You can slide over to view your old events throughout the day, or you can, you can even download them right there. So if I hit that button, that'll download them. I think that's basically it for the Wyze Video Doorbell inside of the app with some of the app features. And it kind of, can't really tell because the light will go away, but it flashes at you so you know where to, press to ring the doorbell. This light, it's not very bright. As you can see, it doesn't really even light up the walkway here, but I think when someone's coming up, they'll be able to see a difference. Alright, I think that will do it for the Wyze Video Doorbell complete installation video. As you saw here, I've taken you through everything with the app, everything you do with the devices themselves, and so you should be able to hopefully follow this video to get a good idea of what you'll have to do when your Wyze Video Doorbell arrives. Also wanted to say that apparently when you walk up to this at night, it's supposed to light up, so that looks kind of like this. And here is a full video audio clip from the Wyze Video Doorbell. So this is an audio video test on the Wyze Video Doorbell. That's the quality that you get. It's really a lot like a Wyze Cam. Honestly, an amazing camera, as always, from Wyze. I would give it totally 2 thumbs up. The installation was easy. Everything was pretty straightforward. And now, considering that I have outdoor cameras, indoor cameras, and the doorbell, all of my cameras are in one system, and when I get the Wyze home monitoring, that will also be included in that system. So I'm going to have one big ecosystem here of Wyze at my house, which I think is great. So I hope you've liked the video. If you can, click that like button for me, click subscribe down below to see what else we're doing, and check out indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces. These houses are really nice, but I just can't imagine having this nice house overlooking a parking lot. And then that one's like just right back to that one? No.